The Stubborn Crow. Once upon a time, there was a man named Uyar. He was a farmer, and he had a lot of land and money. Uyar had one son. His son's name was Merak. Merak was his only child. He was very dear to his father. He was kind, simple, and honest. When Merak grew up and became a young man, his father found a wife for him. She was smart and clever. Uyar lived a happy life. Every night, his wife, his son, and his daughter-in-law gathered around him and ate together. He was the head of the family. Everyone respected him and followed his word. Days, months, and years passed. Uyar became old and weak. One night, he gathered his family and said, "I'm done with this world. Soon my eyes will close forever. Merak, listen to me. After I am gone, do not let my light go out. Do not waste money. Live simply. And if one day luck turns against you, take a shovel and go to the land. Work the soil, because blessings come from the soil." A few days later, Uyar passed away and left this world behind. Merak took his father's place, but he did not know what to do. He spent money carelessly, until one day he realized that nothing was left for him except one cow. He had to live on its milk. Oh, what a trouble. People who used to eat chicken and lamb now lived on bread and herbs. One day Merak went out to the open land. He saw the grain fields, and he remembered his father's words. When life turns its back on you, take a shovel and work the land. Merak started thinking. He decided to sell the cow, buy seeds and land, and begin farming. So he did exactly that. He sold the cow, bought a piece of land, and got some seeds. He took the shovel in his hands and started working until the harvest season came close. One morning, Merak saw a black crow had come and was ruining his field. Merak picked up a stone and threw it. The crow flew away and sat on a black stone near the field. As soon as Merak went back to work, the crow came again and fell into the field. Merak threw another stone. The crow flew to the black stone again, then came back again. This went on all day. The crow kept teasing him until night came. The next morning, the crow did the same thing again. No matter how much Merak said, "Crow, why are you being so stubborn and ruining my field for no reason?" The crow answered, "I want to laugh at you and hobble you." Merak was helpless. That night, he told his wife what had happened. His wife said, "Tomorrow morning, before the crow comes, melt some tar and pour it on the black stone. When the crow comes and sits on it, its feet will stick. Then you catch it and twist its neck." Merak said, "Well done, honey. You taught me a good trick. I will do exactly that." The next morning, Merak brought some tar, melted it, and poured it on the black stone. The sky grew bright, and the sun came up. After a while, the crow appeared. It fell on the wheat and started ruining it. Merak stayed quiet until the sun made the tar hot and soft. Then Merak picked up a stone and threw it towards the crow. The crow flew and landed on the black stone. Suddenly, its foot got stuck. Merak ran and caught it. He was about to twist its neck when the crow said, "Why are you doing this?" Merak said, "I want to laugh at you and hobble you." The crow said, "Let me go. I will not bother you or ruin your field again. If you kill me, my children will be left without a mother, and they will curse you. Then your life will turn dark, just like theirs." These words touched Merak. He let the crow go. The crow sat on a stone and said, "O Merak, since you did not kill me, I will do you a good deed. I will give you one of my feathers. Keep it. Whenever you fall into trouble or hardship, throw the feather into the air. Whichever way it goes, follow it until you reach me. Then you will see me, and whatever pain or need you have, I will take care of it for you." Merak said, "Fair enough." Merak took the feather and brought it home. He gave it to his wife and said, "Bring the iron chest and hide it at the bottom. Maybe one day it will be useful to us." His wife took the feather and placed it inside the chest. Several years passed. No rain fell. The land gave no harvest. A great drought came, and Merak fell into hardship. One day his wife said, "Merak, how about you take the feather and go look for the crow?" He said, "That's not a bad idea. Go bring it." She brought the feather. Merak stepped out of the house and tossed the feather into the air. As if the wind were chasing it, the feather began to fly, and Merak followed after it. They reached the top of a mountain, where Merak's eyes fell upon a piece of iron. There he saw an unshaven, rough-looking demon lying asleep. The demon woke up at the smell of Merak and said, "O human, white-toothed and black-eyed, why have you come here?" Merak said, "I'm following the feather." The demon said, "Then go." The feather flew into a cave, and Merak went in after it. Merak suddenly caught sight of the crow. The crow said, "O Merak, may it be for good that you remembered me." Merak told the crow about the drought and his hardship. The crow immediately brought 4 or 5 sacks of wheat and placed them before him, saying, "This will be your livelihood during the drought." Then he gave him a hen and said, "This hen lays 1 golden egg every day. It never stops laying eggs. This is yours, so that you will never be without money." Merak, overjoyed and cheerful, returned home and told his wife everything that had happened. His wife said, "That's wonderful, but be careful. Don't tell anyone that we have such a hen." But Merak did not listen. Wherever he went, he showed it to everyone, until the news finally reached the village headman. The village headman sent a message to Merak saying, "I've heard you have a fine hen. Let me see it, and I'll return it to you." Merak had no choice but to send the hen. But the headman sent back another hen that looked just like it, instead of the golden egg-laying hen. Merak realized that this was not his hen. He went to the headman to take his hen back, but the headman beat him and threw him out. A year passed, and once again they fell into hardship. His wife said, "Merak, go back to the crow." Just like the first time, Merak went to the crow again and told him his story. This time the crow gave him a pot and a ladle and said, "Whenever you are hungry, tap the ladle on the pot and name whatever food you want. The pot will bring it out for you." Merak was delighted. He brought the pot home, and day and night they took from it whatever they wished. One day Merak said to his wife, "The headman broke my heart, so let us break his. Let's invite him as our guest and place 100 kinds of food before him, so he will see that even if he took our hen, we are still not ruined." His wife said, "Are you out of your mind? Just like last time, he'll take the pot from you too." Merak said, "No, I won't give it to him." So he invited the headman, along with all his followers and relatives. When noon came and they sat down for lunch, the headman saw dish after dish, colorful stews and all kinds of rice arriving at the table without pause. He was amazed. He said to his servant, "Go quietly and find out what's going on." The servant returned and said, "There's a pot in the middle. They strike it with a ladle and call out the name of a dish, and the pot keeps bringing food out one after another." The headman said nothing and finished his meal. The next day he sent word to Merach's house, saying, "Please lend us your pot for 2 days." Merach did not want to give it, but they took it from him by force. After 2 days, they gave him another pot, just like the first one. When Merach saw that it was not his real pot, he went to take his own back. Once again, the headman beat him and threw him out. The 3rd year came, and Merach fell into hardship once more. He tossed the feather into the air, and just like the first and second times, went to the crow. He told her everything. The crow felt sorry for Merach and said, "This time I will give you something that will help you get back both your hen and your pot." She gave him a pumpkin and said, "Whenever someone troubles you, strike the pumpkin once and say, 100 sticks in hand for breaking in command. From the pumpkin will come out 100 servants, each as strong as 100 men. They will drive your enemy away. When their work is done, say, 'Stick bearers, get in. Sticks back in the pumpkin.' Then they will all go back inside the pumpkin." Merach took the pumpkin and did not return home. He went straight to the headman's house. The headman said, "What now?" Merach replied, "Nothing special. I came to take back my hen and my pot." The headman said, "Beat him and throw him out." As soon as he said this, Merach struck the pumpkin and cried out, "100 sticks in hand for breaking in command." At once, servants came out of the pumpkin and began beating the headman and his servants. Seeing he was about to be killed, the headman shouted, "I'll give you your hen and your pot." "Hurry up," Merach said. Then Merach called out, "Stick bearers, get in. Sticks back in the pumpkin." All of them went back inside the pumpkin. Merach took his hen and his pot. Right there, the people gathered and made him their new headman. At home, his wife was sitting when she saw Merach entered with the hen, the pot, a pumpkin, and the headman's staff and hat. He told her everything, and his wife was overjoyed and walked around him in happiness. And just as their wishes came true, may everyone's wishes do as well.